Well, hello there, Dr. Atkin, chiropractor and master herbalist at Focus Chiropractic, and today I'm going to share with you my 4 biggest takeaways from my first 4 years in practice. Focus Chiropractic turns 4 years old today. Happy birthday to us. Anytime you hit an anniversary, it's a great time to reflect and learn the lessons from that period, right? And so I wanted to share with you 4 big takeaways. I think there's a lot that you can take away from it as well too. Now the first one is that everyone has something to teach, and we must be listening to learn. Now I've learned some incredible stuff from each and every patient that's come into the office, from all the other events and things that we've done, but one of my biggest lessons actually came from my children. My oldest son, Tyler, I think he was fighting with his little sister at the time. Maybe it was over a video game or something. And he hit her and knocked her down. Of course, I come storming in, ready to overreact and everything else like a good parent does, right? Well, I remember telling him, I said, Tyler, listen, compared to your sister, this TV doesn't mean a darn thing. In fact, I'll take this TV up and I'll throw it off the roof, because your little sister matters more than anything else. And you know what? That was a fantastic lesson. And that's really my second big takeaway from these last 4 years, is that people matter most. The relationships that we have with the people in our lives are really what's most rewarding and what matter most. So find those that you love today. Give them an extra big hug. Tell them you love them and cherish those relationships. Third big takeaway is to be consistent. I don't know of anything that brings about long-term happiness that you only do once. Now, maybe you can think of something to prove me wrong, but typically the things that bring the greatest joy and health and happiness into our lives are things that we have to do consistently. Nobody can lose weight by eating a salad on Monday nights, right? It takes a little bit more effort than that. Nobody gains a lot of muscle by working out once. And quite frankly, when it comes to chiropractic, as you've probably experienced, a single adjustment or even a couple of weeks or months worth of it aren't going to bring about the long-term healthy nervous system that we're looking for. So for those of you who may have been consistent at one time and have kind of fallen off track, now's the time. There's at no stage in your life is your nervous system not important. And that's where, as we build consistency, my most successful patients have been those who have stayed consistent, and those relationships have truly been rewarding in my life. And that leads us to my fourth and final one. And that is, what I've learned over these last few years is that chiropractic truly is a miracle. Now, some of you know what got me into chiropractic in the first place. When I was 10, my older sister Crystal was 12. Long story short, she was having seizures every single day for 2 years until she became fully paralyzed from the neck down. After a zillion doctors had given up on her through all kinds of therapies and medications and everything else, they sent her home in a wheelchair saying that was that. Well, somebody threw us a lifeline, said we should go see their chiropractor. After a head-to-toe examination, he said he thought something was wrong with her neck, gave her an adjustment. Once again, you can tell this is a long story short here. She was moving her fingers and toes after the first adjustment. Weeks later was taking her first step. Months later was running around. A completely normal kid. Now, my sister is one of the greatest examples and mentors in my life, and I'm so grateful to Dr. Peterson for the gift that he gave us in helping that come back. And at that age, when I was 12 years old, I decided to become a chiropractor. And I'd seen the miracles, and I went through school, and I planned every little detail of my practice. I've studied so hard to become the best chiropractor I possibly can. But then it's all about putting when the rubber meets the road and you get to see, is this the miracle that I was hoping for? And you know what? It absolutely is. I've seen the neatest things, the neatest experiences. Sure, we're great at getting rid of back pain, neck pain, and headaches around here, but I'm telling you, we've seen even bigger miracles than that, and I cannot wait to continue to see that. So if you're wondering whether chiropractic works, I can promise you right now, it absolutely does. Now, some of you listening to this video may be my all-star patients already, and for that, I just want to say thank you. Some of you may be listening who have been in our practice before and may not be a part of it at this point. And I want to invite you back into our office. For those of you who have never seen a chiropractor, for those of you who don't have anybody regularly checking your nervous system, What are you waiting for? It's time to get started, and Family Focus Chiropractic is a wonderful place for that. I've built this place for people just like you and families just like yours, and I can't wait to have you in here. Have a wonderful day.